The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Kansas is getting dominated today, and, you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 32 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Gideon. Working that left side now. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got a man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Slings it. Tight end getting vertical. And he'll be brought down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Shoots his way for more. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Gideon. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Rhodes. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.